Hello, this is Sean with DGBIM. Through these videos, my goal is to show you how I believe BIM is the future of building. What is BIM? Building Information Modeling. How can it help me? That's what you ask yourself. What value could it bring to my project? That is the reason for me making these videos, so let's get to it. This project was a dome in Northern California that we were brought in to assist on. The first thing we did was digitize the space. Second was to create a 3D model and generate true as-built data. Three was to duplicate carved elements that were going to be installed in the dome and scale them appropriately to the correct sizes. And number four was assist the installers with jigs and layout tools to speed up the installation and decrease the on-site labor time. As stated in the intro, the first thing that we needed to do was to digitize the space. And the reason for that is that we need to take this 2D line information that was given to us by JP Weaver and project that information to the 3D model that is generated from the scan data.
After creating a 3D model of the space, the appropriately scaled egg and dart frame and rosettes are placed into the dome model.
The next step that we had in the involvement in this project was the duplication of two elements that were going to be applied to the dome. The first one is the rosette, which you see in the center of each one of the frames, and then there's a perimeter molding, an egg and dart profile that needed to be scaled just as the rosette needed to be scaled as it traveled up from the outer edges. And we started out with two different size rosettes and three different size egg and dart profiles. So what we did is we generated models of each one of those elements and then produced the appropriate size to fit the scale. Here you see one of the original rosettes that was generated by JP Weaver. So what we did is we took this element, we scanned it, the same as the egg and dart detail, and then we scaled those elements. The final and most important element of our BIM project is the fabrication of jigs and data to assist the crew in the accurate installation of hundreds of components to create the perfect architectural element. The first jig that we used here was information of the horizontal slices through the dome, and this is the jig that we used to transfer that data to the inside of the plaster. Okay, so this next screenshot shows you probably the most important elements for the installation of this project. On the left side, you see the red frames, which represent the egg and dart profile, and then the purple circles in the center are the rosettes. Those green lines that are projecting off to the left side, those are what were projected from that jig that I just showed you. This next screenshot shows you those purple and red temporary frames that were placed on the ceiling to check the spacing and the layout. And what was determined after we installed these is that top row was deleted because it was getting too tight up in the top section of the dome there, and we had a large piece of rope molding that had to travel around the inside. So one of those rows was deleted. If you will notice the laser on the right side of that temporary piece, that was in alignment with the jig on the right side. You see that green vertical line. That jig was the perimeter of each one of the frames, and that jig enabled us to install frames very quickly and very accurately. What you've seen in the last couple screenshots and this project was originally estimated to take 3.5 to 4 weeks to install, with two gentlemen up in the dome and one person down on the floor. And what we've done through this BIM process is we've condensed that into 4.5 days for the complete installation of all the rosettes and everything you see up in the dome. My goal in this video was to demonstrate how utilizing BIM can give you confidence in this technology and how it can and will shorten your time on site and add a new level of accuracy to your project. If you like what you've seen in the last few minutes, please like, share, and subscribe. Remember to add value to all things that you do. Thank you.